to be able to punish it, although Peter's got a wry smile. I mean, Bard's available if you want to do something like that.
If you're feeling confident, you go Bard. What else would you go in this situation to really bully
Rel
lane? Rel would just be like the tame trade engage with engage. So nothing too crazy to come out from the bot lane. And yeah, I think ultimately, you know, I thought we'd get something a bit crazy in Game 3 of Fearless. This feels quite tame overall. I do think the Gwen is a big scary factor, especially since Dudu got his hands on it.
She came here alone without him because she was only able to get one ticket. Happy birthday to her husband, who is spending it alone. We got Gwen. We got a lot of damage here on the side of DNS, whereas for Nongshim, Kaisa and Azir, as classic as it gets. We're getting ready. Let's hop into the rift.
Get the Giga Shield, which we've seen a lot of Scions abuse because it's a max HP shield that you get later in the game.
It's gigantic.
So they normally like TP into fights and have that mega shield.
Flash on in as Dudu, maybe he thought he had flash. I'm not so sure because he's just dead. First blood goes over to Kingen. That must have been a misclick of some sort. All right, break it down.
Okay, so Kingen's like, I have Ignite. I feel good here.
So he tried to avoid the
He tried to flash the Q, but Kingen ended it early because he knew he would try and flash it. So he's like, I'm just going to get the damage. I don't care about getting the knockup.
Yeah.
And then he ignited him. You know,
a bit more.
Considering it's supposed to nullify magic, it doesn't really do that good of a job.
All right, here we go. Ignite is off cooldown. Dudu is getting traded against, and he's not having a very fun time. He's just getting autoed to death. Flash over the scissors, and Kingen gets a second solo kill.
Like, there's no way he didn't know. The smite!
There is Lee Sin, and he does get in. Now, Pyosik has flash. He is going to utilize it just to get away.
The sponge. So, well played. Yeah, got hit by the slow. Kingen just walks up and ignites him and just starts autoing him. Gets inside the shroud so he can land everything. And then flashes over the snip.
Meanwhile, we got a pretty big trade in the bottom lane. The Hen's almost dead. Doesn't look like he will die, as Taeyeon is continuing the trade. He says, no, I win this. And I'm not sure that we agree. Nice Q to come through, but they're engaging with the jungler here. Taeyeon has barrier as well. They're just going to look for Peter. And there is the stun. Easy kill. Taeyeon picks it up. Meanwhile, we got a little ult trade in mid. Pyosik is here. And trying to clear the wave. The Q will just be dodged. Scout says, I don't need my flash. Pyosik is also up here. And Kingen should know about this, as the needles are coming forward. There's the ignite just to push him off. But Kingen does take a bunch of damage and is being... No ult available, just trying to clear the wave as much as possible. Pyosik says, I'm just going to... yeah, the Q
There's no way. There's no way!
Well, and now maybe Dudu's in a bit of trouble. Zombie Scion's getting in there. The dash is going to help. And Sponge just says, I'll take it from here. Man, that was... I kind of want to close my eyes in reverse. Fortunately, it was the LCK.
You saw him charging it up! And you ward-hopped into it! What did you think was gonna happen?
Now, if he hits the Q, does he live? I think he does.
But, like, you can just ward-hop not into the Q!
I know, I know.
Over by... The grubs, got a grub each. Oh, again.
Oh, here we go again. Yep, Ignite comes down. Needles are in. And
dodge, Q dodge. Yeah. That kind of just hit.
Yeah. Anyway, we are looking to maybe do something here on the Rift Herald, but it's late again. I mean, Sponge is still going to go in. Gets that ult down. Bit of damage on a duck down, but Peter also getting low, but he hits the ult on a 3! And that's all he needs to do. The health be damned. And the Scion is going to run away, so they get the Rift Herald +2.
He doesn't have ult, so I just don't think there's anything he can do to you. And yet, I'm still concerned for our Lee Sin.
All right, here we go. Kick. No, okay. Q comes in, and he flashes it, and Scout gets away.
Yeah, Scout with no flash.
And, I mean, they should be able to get Scout. Like, that should happen. They're looking to trade the turrets as well. The needles do go through, and Dudu picks up the kill. kind of a meme at this point.
Oh, no, Closer?
A lot of leads. Closer, trying not to become a meme himself, will have to flash away. And actually does a bit to Lehens. And nice tanking there from Kingen, but now we got Pyosik in the mix.
So evading that, doesn't die, trades 1 for 1, and now they're looking for a counterpunch.
Yeah, they're trying to get in here. Kingen actually in a bit of trouble.
Oh, the kick!
Kick doesn't really help, but Taeyun takes a bunch of damage. But Kingen kind of gets out from that.
Damage?
Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, well.
Oh, Dudu's just pushing his power.
Just getting lights, and they're gonna force a fight here. They are gonna get Closer. Nobody really stops him, and they say, Closer, you're fine. It's okay. Big shockwave gonna hit 3, but Closer will go down as the sweep catches nobody, and Duckdom is untouched. Dudu is untouched, although Taeyun is now getting value on the backside. He jumps in, takes out Pyosik. It's a battle of the carries, and it looks pretty good for the Gwen, as Taeyun just does not have the staying power, and it is the year of Dudu officially once again. I could have been that Gwen. That could have been me.
They find Closer because he doesn't have flash. He's immobile. It's the right target. And we have this beautiful flank that comes in because everyone moves into Pio. Scout finds this angle, gets a big divide that actually doesn't connect on anyone but creates disruption. And then Duckdom is in the melee trying to deal damage. But Scout has no cooldowns left. Dudu just gets in the mixer and just gets on top of Taeyun. Taeyun can't deal with him.
Fans are very happy with that. I mean, it's looking pretty good for DNS. You and I both DNS predictors.
Oh,
did I
have TP flank coming in? Flank coming in.
Immediately curse it. They're trying to get on top of Duckdom. He's in a lot of trouble, actually. This is a good play from Lehens as they get into that backline, but the damage isn't quite sticking as now Taeyun pushes in, and the Ezreal is down. A big shockwave, but they've already taken out Duckdom. And this time it's really up to Dudu alone as he is going in. There's nowhere else for him to go. The needle's hit, but that is it. He only gets the one. Pyosik is down, and that is the final kill, going immediately to Taeyun.
Like, he is fully invested in, like, power now.
He's going to do a bit to Peter. Dudu's going to find the angle here on a sponge, force that ult himself. The trade of ults, it's not that bad. And, you know, Dudu, he doesn't have the needles anymore, but a lot of posturing here in the front line as now the ult is going to come in. Kingen has to immediately get out. Kick, not going to hit anyone, except the Scion, of course. As Ingo Scout, very telegraphed, and Dudu still going to get it into him. Closer does go down. As the side himself was pretty good on top of it. Duckdom still has angle, and Dudu is in that backline, but he's just CC'd 100-0, and Taeyun lives almost forever, finally goes down, but Duckdom is alone, and now Nongshim will take a huge fight and look to push and maybe end the game.
They might be right, Oriana's up in enough time. They only had the Azir. I think if Kai'Sa was one of the ones remaining.
Yeah.
It was close, but this was a crazy fight. The kick didn't get huge value on a Kingen, but this combo from Scout plus Kingen, boom, shuffle into the knockup. Closer just gets deleted here. And then Taeyun gets bounced around, dives away from Dudu, pops the stasis. Pyosik ends up being the one to clean him up here. But he's the only one who goes down from Nongshim. The front line just kind of
already, as that is the big slam already into Peter. He is extremely low, and all this damage is only hitting Kingen.
like just Gwen naturally.
Pyosik just on vision up here, and I mean he is like
he dodges. Oh,
yeah. Oh, that was very close. Potentially 5 games against DRX, who don't know where you're going to get there. Exhaust goes in onto Dudu. That's not really going to find anything. They find Scout! They got him! They got him into his Zonias. But no follow-up. There's the flash. Scout now going in on a Pyosik, but that is one scoop onto only Pyosik, and now Sponge is alone. And Nongshim are kind of falling apart at the seams, just trying to escape at this point.
Boozer, look at his health.
I mean, they're getting so low here, but Kingen trying to frontline. He's getting low himself. He's just basically dead. He ults, he flashes, he gets away. Smites just come down here. A little bit late, they do get it though. Sponge zoned away. He's going into the GA. And now it's all about the Duckdown show. As Sponge not able to get out of this one. In goes Taeyun trying to burst down Dudu. Not able to, but a 4-man knockup comes in from Lahens. Taeyun's still alive, still on the chase, but it's really just him.
Oh, the W!
And Scout goes in as well. He's just gonna get so much value onto so many members, but now it's only Taeyun as he is on the escape. Pyosik getting huge value on the Lee Sin. Does not.
Oh, Duckdown!
And Duckdown! One more Q would do it.
Oh, he's gonna die.
1 Q. There it is. Perfectly timed. And Duckdown seals the deal in the fight. And if they don't have Baron, okay, Sponge went through vision, so he's just gonna have to flash away. Kind of awkward there, but we're just gonna start it. They say we cannot wait. We have to make something happen. As they're looking, oh, the kick! It's gonna get onto Taeyun as well, and he's dead! And Pyosik finds the angle and puts them in the ground. As Scout is still alive, he finally goes down, and that's both carries out of this game. Duckdown full health, red buff, full build, and this game is over. DNS will win it 2-1 and move on to the playoffs. What a huge performance from them to come back in this series.